Does this look familiar? Apple has gone back to the future with their new iPhone SE. Stephen Fennick from Tech Guide here, and we're talking about the new iPhone SE. Yes, this is Apple's new, more affordable smartphone. It isn't the first time we've seen an iPhone SE. Cast your mind back a few years ago, and it was basically a reskinned iPhone 5S. Very popular with customers, had a smaller screen, smaller size, and most importantly, an affordable price. Well, Apple's back at it again with the new iPhone SE, which is basically an iPhone 8. Has the same size screen, a home button, single camera system, but on the inside, boy, that's where all the changes are. The iPhone SE might look like an iPhone 8, but that's where the similarities end. What you'll find with the new iPhone SE, it has the same processor as the latest iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro. Having the same processor on board the iPhone SE as the top of the line iPhones is really important, especially for the longevity of this device. Typically a customer who would buy the iPhone SE will hang on to it for many years, up to 3 or 4 years. So having that processing power means they can run the latest iOS updates, as well as enjoying all the other benefits of the Apple ecosystem, including things like AR, playing the latest games, but also being able to enjoy Apple Music, Apple Arcade, and Apple TV+. So who is the iPhone SE customer? They obviously can't afford thousands of dollars for the iPhone 11 or the iPhone 11 Pro. The alternative would be to either buy an Android phone or to perhaps even buy a second-hand iPhone. For those customers who have always used iPhone, who've never wanted to use Android, here is their affordable alternative. Okay, let's talk about the design. We said earlier it is basically an iPhone 8. Has the same 4.7-inch Retina display, has the Touch ID in the home button, which is a welcome return. I haven't used a device with a home button for quite a while, but I found it actually quite refreshing to be able to instantly unlock it with my fingerprint. The Touch ID, by the way, not only adds to the security of the device, but also enables you to authorize App Store purchases, authorize Apple Pay payments as well, and it just works instantly. The iPhone SE is also Ip67 rated, which means it's water resistant to a depth of 1 meter for up to 30 minutes, but I wouldn't recommend that. What you should know is that if you do spill a drink, splash it with water, then you're still okay to go. So that's a new feature that the iPhone SE has added. Let's talk about the camera on the iPhone SE. Camera is a very important feature for any smartphone customer, but the iPhone SE, despite only having one lens, can still take remarkable images, including portrait shots, and can even manage portrait lighting if you want to do some editing as well. You might not have multiple lenses of the iPhone 11 or the iPhone 11 Pro, but this single lens on the iPhone SE definitely punches above its weight. And the reason it can do that is because of the A13 Bionic chip. So its neural engine does a lot of the heavy lifting. A lot of the computational photography technology is what brings this device to the standard you'd expect for phones that cost way more money. The machine learning enables things like depth sensing, and also has smart HDR to use the light and recognize the subject in the frame to give you the best photo possible. The only downside of the camera is in low light, it's fairly weak. The low light photography is something you get with more expensive devices, the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro, but still the iPhone SE can take a great photo. The iPhone SE can also shoot 4K video at up to 60 frames per second. That in itself is impressive for a phone of this price. On the battery side, the iPhone SE is actually quite impressive. I was using this as my daily driver and it lasted me the entire day. I probably only had to charge it into the evening. This is a smaller device than the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro, which means a smaller battery. Apple never reveal the capacity of their battery, so I'm estimating this is probably 2,000 or 2,500 milliamp hours, but still enough to get you through the entire day. But there is wireless charging on board, so it's easy just to rest this on a wireless charging mat throughout the day. And it also has fast charging, which can get you to 50% battery in just 30 minutes. The iPhone SE is available right now for $749 for the 64 gig version. goes up to 999 Australian dollars for the 256 gig model. Now the iPhone SE is not for everyone. If you want a bigger screen, a better camera, then there's the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro if you can afford them. But for other customers who don't have that type of money to spend but still want an iPhone, their phone is right here.